Joining us now is Sarah Schang. She is the Metro Detroit Walk Chair for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, leading the charge in planning the Detroit Out of Darkness Walk. She joins us now on the MegaCast. Sarah, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. We greatly appreciate it.
Appreciate having you on as well. So for those that maybe are not familiar with the work of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, what are some of the things that the organization does to help prevent suicide in our communities and to provide programs that are preventative or recovery based for those that may be dealing with situations of suicide in their family or suicidal ideations themselves?
Of course. So the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention has a lot of different programs, activities, different things. We have our hands involved in a lot of different stuff. So the money that we raise every year goes toward four main areas. So that first area is our community outreach, right, with our Out of the Darkness walks, which are community and campus walks. We have Hikes for Hope, different things of that nature. And then again, these educational programs, right? So we offer a very wide array of research-based educational programs that we can bring to workplaces, to schools, just about anywhere that you'd want them to be, that teach people about, recognizing the signs of suicide, what the research shows, and just pretty much giving people the tools that they need to combat this issue. We also are the largest private funder of research next to the CDC for suicide prevention and mental health research. And it's so wonderful. Our research programs are incredible. And then we also have our advocacy programs in which at the national, state, and local levels, we go and lobby for mental health legislation and suicide prevention legislation. We have a big advocacy forum in every single state every year, and then we also have our large national advocacy forum. So we have a lot of different things going on at any given time.
We're joined by Sarah Schang. She is the Metro Detroit Walk Chair for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's Detroit Out of Darkness Walk. And she joins us now on the MegaCast. That walk is on October 16th in downtown Ferndale. Registration is at 8 a.m. The walk is from 10 a.m. until 12:30. So that's a rather long event. So tell us a little bit about what will be happening at that 2.5-hour long event there on October 16th in downtown Ferndale, what people may be experiencing and how this event will benefit your organization.
Of course. So again, these events are designed to do a couple of different things, right? So it's designed to build this sense of community and impactfulness and knowing that you are not alone in your struggles or your loss. If you have lost someone to suicide or you struggle yourself, again, with these ideations, and there's a lot of different things going on. These walks are also, again, they raise money to help fund the various programs and the various research and advocacy and all these other different things that we do. So we say registration opens at 8 a.m. Registration can happen online before that, and you don't necessarily have to get there at 8 a.m. So there's the online option, but then there's also the walk-up option, which again opens at 8 a.m. Starting at 8 a.m., however, we will have a variety of different activities. So it's not just a walk. It's an event with a lot of meaningful, different, impactful areas. So there's an area for kids, there's an area for crafts. We also have a memory area, which allows survivors of loss to share photos of their loved ones and talk about why they walk. And then we also have our hope area in which participants and attendees can leave their little messages of hope. It's actually really cool. We have a big wooden hope, like the words hope, for people to come up with markers and write their messages of hope on it. It's so great. We have different photos. We will also be having live music by the Stone Temple Pilots lead singer, Jeff Goot. He will be aiding us in our opening ceremony, which starts at 10. And then we also have Amy Andrews from from Fox 2 Detroit, who will be emceeing the event for us. It's so great. And it's very impactful. A lot of people tend to hear the word suicide prevention walk and think it's this sad thing, and it's really not. It is one of the most uplifting, impactful events I've ever been to, I've ever attended. It really is, again, this feeling that you are not alone in your struggles, in your loss, and in whatever way that you are connected to this cause.
You can learn more information about the work of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention by visiting their website at AFSP.org. That is AFSP.org. And again, that walk is in downtown Ferndale from 10 a.m. until 12:30. You can learn more information and register either on site there at 8 a.m. on the day of the event or by sending an email to metrodetroit at AFSP.org. Again, that is metrodetroit at AFSP.org. And Sarah, I'd like to talk more about some of the preventative programs that are available for people that may be struggling right now or that may be having suicidal ideations. What are some of those helpful resources that are available not only to people that may be experiencing these ideations or be struggling with their mental health at this moment in time through your organization, but also for families that are helping their loved ones through these situations or after these situations as well?
Absolutely. So again, like I said earlier, we offer a variety of different educational programs. So we have our most generic program that we deliver the most often. It's called Talk Saves Lives. And it essentially shows participants how to, teaches them about suicide, but also teaches them about how to approach somebody, how to have, we call it a hashtag real convo, have a real conversation, right? How to talk about it with your loved ones or your family members or anyone that you may think may be having these suicidal thoughts or ideations or any type of mental health struggle. And we have different variations of that. So we have one that is geared towards the LGBTQ community. We also have a guns and firearms safety module. We also have a module for seniors. And then we also have a program geared towards middle school and high school. It is called More Than Sad. There is a teacher module, a parent module, and the module then for the students. And it's taught in those 3 parts, so that everybody has those resources to get to be able to have these discussions with these students and things like that. Then we also have a new program that the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention just rolled out, and it's Gizmo's Prevention. Oh gosh, I can't remember the exact name, but it's Gizmo for Prevention, which is essentially geared toward elementary school students. And he's a little puppy, and he's adorable. And it's a book, it's a read along that's again research based, that can give these young kids kind of these how to talk about and how to express how you're feeling about your own mental health in a way that makes sense to them at that age group. So as far as direct services, we do not offer direct services because we are research and health based. So we oftentimes we help facilitate support groups, which a list of those can be found on the AFSP website as well. And then we also refer people out to organizations that we often partner with. We send people off a lot of times to like Common Ground or other organizations that we know of. And then also there's also always the Lifeline, the National Suicide Lifeline.
We're joined by Sarah Schang. She is the Metro Detroit Walk Chair for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's Detroit Out of Darkness Walk. That walk again on Saturday, October 16th from 10 a.m. until 12:30 in downtown Ferndale. You can register on site at 8 a.m. the day of the event or by contacting Sarah and her team at metrodetroit at AFSP.org. That is metrodetroit at AFSP.org. And in terms of these programs going into the school community, it's being provided to teachers, being provided to students, and to the general community. When should these conversations really start? Because on the one hand, you can have these conversations in times of tragedy and in times of recovery. But at the same time, you want to also have these conversations beforehand as a preventative measure to let people know that there are resources out there, that they have outlets to speak to, whether it be the national hotline or text line or others in their community. When should these conversations really start with, particularly with kids and with families as well? Because in some cases, the earlier these conversations are had, the better access people have to resources and know how to utilize those resources, and that can save a lot of lives.
Absolutely. So I think that, I mean, we at AFSP are all about have the conversation now. There's no time like the present, I suppose, because you don't want to get into, you don't want to have to do it out of grief or, coming out of a survivorship. That's not the most ideal way to do it. And so, I mean, the best time for these conversations to happen is when people think it is the best, I suppose, is the best way, I guess I could answer that. And we bring these programs free of charge to anybody who wants them. They can submit a program request on our chapter page if this is something they'd be interested in bringing to their school, their workplace, PTA group, whichever, it doesn't matter. And that can be found at www.afspmichigan.org or AFSP.org/Michigan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, AFSP.org/Michigan is where you can find all that information. And you can find more information on all the resources from the national organization at AFSP.org as well. And the Michigan page includes information on how to volunteer, updates on the work that's being done by the local chapter, their programs in the local area, as well as upcoming events such as the Detroit Out of Darkness Walk that will occur this Saturday, October 16th, from 10 a.m. to 12:30 in downtown Ferndale. Again, you can register to participate on site there at 8 a.m. on Saturday, or by contacting Sarah and her team at metrodetroit@afsp.org. Again, that email is metrodetroit@afsp.org. Sarah, just another couple minutes with you before we'll say goodbye today. Is there anything else at this moment in time that would be important for people to know as they prepare for the Detroit Out of Darkness Walk on Saturday, or more about the work of the AFSP Michigan chapter and the national organization?
Of course. So with respect to the Metro Detroit Out of the Darkness Walk, so it is in downtown Ferndale, and it is going to be on 9 Mile between Woodward and Bermuda. So it's that whole local area on that strip of 9 Mile, and then the parking lot of the Ferndale Library. There's lots of public parking lots around the area, including the dot parking structure for the city. And so they have been so gracious in helping us facilitate, actually helping our walkers to figure out the parking situation. So there is a diagram on the walk website, which is where people can also register as well. They don't have to wait till the day of or send an email. They can register right on the website. And so that for the walk itself, so that is www.afsp.org/Metro Detroit. And it is completely free to register as well. I do want to say that. So it's not like a lot of other walks where you have a minimum fee. You do have to, in order to get like a walk t-shirt, you have to raise $150 by walk day. But if that's not within your capabilities, that's fine. We just ask that everybody registers. It's such a great event. It really is. It's so powerful and so impactful. We really, and the weather's supposed to be relatively nice too, from what I'm understanding. So it's a really great day.
And again, that walk Saturday, October 16th in downtown Ferndale, 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And that registration begins at 8 a.m. You can learn more information and register before that 8 a.m. registration period on the day of by emailing metrodetroit@afsp.org. Sarah, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much.